Hello, everybody. This is Chris Reed coming to you here. I'm at Heritage International here at MorningStar Ministries. And listen, I've got an important announcement. This is very important. You know, MorningStar is known for conferences that focus on the prophetic and worship. And we, fill up conferences like that just because everybody can worship, right? We're all called to prophesy. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 14 that you all may prophesy. But we have a conference coming up June 25 through 27. And you see this great team behind me here. This is so important because this is our New Era Conference. New Era is acronym for New Era Education Reformation Association. This conference is for anyone who is concerned about the public education system, who are concerned about what our children are being taught, and want to explore the possibilities for what it would look like, to develop an association where people can find fellowship, support, resources, materials, teaching materials, just a go-to place for if you want to homeschool, but you've never taken that step. But a quick how-to on how to get started, really the setup, the startup, or start a Christian school, or if you're a teacher in the public school, or if you're a mom or a dad or a grandma and a grandpa that just is invested, you care about the next generation and what they're being educated, you want to register for this conference, do it now. And I mean, this one is for those who are not just about interested in developing their gifts, their worship, but's concerned about the next generation. And you don't even have to be a teacher. You don't even have to be teaching or homeschooling or starting a school. You just want, how can I help? How can I be a part of a revolution in education to provide an alternative to the public school system so that we can have education that is Christian, Bible-based, oriented, so our kids, we don't have to have them raised, send them to Rome for education and be surprised when they come home as Romans. Or send them to Babylon to be educated and then be surprised when they come home, a part of the Babylonian system. So I just want this staff here introduce themselves. Just tell us who. These are teachers at our K through 12 school here in Fort Mill, South Carolina at MorningStar, our Comenius school. So if you will, just share your name and what you teach.
Hi, I'm Julie Brown, and I teach everything upper school English, a little bit of Bible, and a little bit of leadership.
And I'm Katie Walters, and I teach the 4th and 5th grade team class. Julie and I will be doing the Holy Spirit in the Classroom breakout session.
I'm Missy Reed. I do not teach at CSCL, but I am the resident homeschool veteran.
Yeah, she taught for years our children homeschooling before we ever moved to MorningStar. All right, back to...
Hi, I'm Nadir Nagy. I teach entrepreneurship and biblical worldview and also business event planning.
I'm Chrissy Holzer. I taught the high school sciences this year. I'm part of the New Era team, and I'm helping mentor some of the science teachers.
I'm Trace White, Vice Principal for Student Affairs. I teach leadership, entrepreneurship, biblical worldview, and discipleship.
Sandy Woods, I am the principal, and I teach Bible and leadership, and love this crew.
Yeah, this is an awesome crew, and let me tell you, this is a crew that facilitates the education here locally of our K through 12 school, which has anywhere, we're probably expecting 200 students at least next year, and we're close to that number even this year. But June 25 through 27, 2023, here in Fort Mill, South Carolina, we're just 15 minutes south of the Charlotte airport, just across into the South Carolina line. If you are concerned about what your kids or grandkids are being taught, what America is going to look like in 20 years, if somebody doesn't feel an unction, a deep calling, to help bring change to the education system, I'm telling you, this conference is going to be revolutionary. It's our second one. It happened last year, and it was a great time. And this is just something that is really getting traction. And we're inviting you, yes, you, and I'm asking you, if this is your passion, or even if it's not, honestly, it should be all of our passion.
Yeah.
If you have kids or grandkids, and maybe you say, I can't homeschool right now, there's not a Christian school near me, and I can't start one, or I can't, homeschool, at least come for ideas for what God may do for you in a year or two. Maybe he's calling you to relocate. Maybe he's calling you to be that safe haven in that community where there is no alternative education. But this is going to be an education that's not denominationally based, okay? It is going to be based on what can we do as believers, as Christians, as moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, just as lay persons, even in the congregation, how can we support or help? How can we be a part of something that provides alternative? We need you. This is a calling to be concerned, to care for the next generation. I'm encouraging you now. Make plans. It's still over a month away. June 25th through the 27th here in Fort Mill, South Carolina at MorningStar. Go to mstarevents.com. Once again, mstarevents.com. Scroll down, you'll see the New Era Conference, and you can click on it, register there. There's discount rates for groups, all of that. And you'll see what all the conference, what will just be a few things that will be taught and covered. Sandy, maybe you can just tell us, get me out of the picture here so they can see.
Sure, as Katie and Julie said, Holy Spirit Classroom, if you are a public school teacher, you want to go in undercover and get those kids, bring the kingdom in, that is the workshop for you. If you're considering homeschooling, you're one of the new homeschoolers, like, oh, I have no clue what I'm doing, or hey, I've reached a plateau and I need some help, then you want to see Missy with homeschooling. We got a 1.0 and a 2.0, and she's got a whole team of people with her instructing. And then if you want to start a school, a bunch of us are doing school startup. Trace White, he has started schools, and we've got school in a box for you, how to do it, and we'll get you started. And then we also have the reading brain. So if you want to equip your students to learn how to read, and that's a biggie, our team is there to equip and teach how to get readers started.
Bring the kids.
Yep. Oh, yes. And bring your children, because we have a children's conference. What we teach is going to be modeled in the children's conference. We guarantee they are going to be whacked by the Holy Spirit. You'll love it.
Your kids will be changed. And this is the great part. While the adults are in the conference for the adults, right? And like I said, I'm speaking, Rick Joyner is speaking, Lance Wallnow is speaking in the night sessions. But during the day, this is where our conferences really pay off. It is the hands-on, the nuts and the bolts, right, of how to reform education and how to equip and how to train you to help with that, or to even pray for that, or how to support others who are doing it. I encourage you in the strongest possible terms to see this vision. And if you don't feel compelled, ask the Holy Spirit, give me a vision for the next generation to save them, to spare them from a lot of the stuff that's being taught in our public schools. And I don't even have to tell you, you just watch the news, right? This is a winning issue. It won the governor of Virginia his election in a blue state. A Republican won the governorship. It's going to be one of the main major themes in the 2024 election. But without getting into politics, this matters for your kids and for your neighbors' kids. And love your neighbors yourself, even if you don't have kids. So come, mstarevents.com. You're going to be taught by these amazing groups of people, and you're going to be tremendously blessed by what comes out of this conference. We hope to see you there. mstarevents.com here, June 25th through the 27th, 2023. God bless you. Thank you for listening, and share this video.